It is tough for many of us to find either the time or the energy to fit in a workout each day, let alone time to stretch before or after. Stretching almost always, anymore it seems, takes a back seat. But Gene Hogeboom is back with us this morning. He's the lead fitness trainer at the Princeton Club with the value in spending a few extra minutes to keep your body limber. This is not something I'm finding a lot of athletes or even everyday, people that are just getting in some sort of a workout find is important to do anymore, especially when you're rushing just to fit in exercise.
Right, it is one of those last things to do, and it seems to be the one that gets left off in most of our workouts. But it is important. A couple of things happen as we get older. One, if we don't work out, we lose our strength, and if we don't stretch, we lose our flexibility.
So there are a couple of things, and this is from Mayo.com. Improves your athletic performance, decreases your risk of activity-based injuries, and I know we have somebody gimping around the building this morning who got into a basketball game over the weekend and hasn't played for a while. Don't consider stretching a warm-up.
Right.
Focus on your major muscle groups, and then don't bounce or aim for pain. That's a big one. So I know when I was younger and in our running programs in high school, our coach would always have us stretch for 30 minutes and just kind of ease into it.
Right.
And then come back up and do another. Is that still what you would recommend?
Oh, definitely. What happens when we first stretch a muscle, it actually tightens up to protect itself. It's one of our safety mechanisms. And what you want to do is hold that stretch long enough so that the body realizes it's not going to be damaged, and that then the muscle stretches out. Okay. So it's important to hold the stretches. Let's
go. Start with your neck. This is one of the areas.
That's one of the things, we talked about too. You can do isometrics, but here, just pulling against it here, and in all four ways, just like this, down, and so forth. And if anybody's had any neck pain, those muscles tighten up.
Or even headaches. I mean, that's where a lot of people carry their stress.
And things just tighten up, so important.
We've got hamstrings and quads.
Hamstrings, quads would be just pulling the old, standing just like this, pulling up like that, and that stretches all through here. And also stretches up into the hips too.
Okay.
So, and then you can just stand to do your hamstring stretch, pulling back like this, keep a nice flat back.
That's a great stretch,
and
actually.
Yeah, and you don't have to get down on the floor with this one if you don't want to.
Okay, I know you wanted to get into the chest area.
Right. Best one, what happens as we get older, the chest muscles tighten up and we start finding ourselves slouching forward. So just step into a doorway and hold the either side of the door and just let yourself fall into it here and stretch back through here.
I know, I've got even one of those foam rollers, and I just line it up my back. Because you had me do that on a bench once.
If you let it line up your back and just fall back.
Back, and then hips. We only have a few seconds left.
Well, back would be, you really kind of have to get down on the floor for that one, but just pulling your knees up to your chest. And I do these before I even get up out of bed in the morning, because you're back right away, you hit the floor.
Hips and glutes.
And they tie up, and then hips. A really good one here. That actually stretches the glutes too, but here's the hip flexor right here. And again, as we get older, that tightens up, and we find ourselves falling forward like that because it's so tight. Right.
Gene Hogeboom, I know it was fast and furious, kind of like a lot of people's workouts, but thanks so much for the reminder.
You bet.
The importance of stretching this morning.